Nigeria is estimated to have a population of over 220 million people. Of that number, more than 107 million are children below the age of 18, representing about 49% of the total population. Data from the Universal Basic Education Commission gives the number of Nigerian children out of school as 18 million, 2 million shy of the 20 million figure given by UNESCO. Across the country, it is common to see children roaming the street at the same time their mates are in school. Sometimes when matters of out-of-school children come to the fore, tendency is for attention to go to the north. But these may not be entirely right, considering that every state contributes to a lump sum. Kano in the northwest sits on top of the table with over 1 million out-of-school children, followed by Katsina, also in the northwest. Then comes Akwa Ibom State in the south. Lagos State in the southwest comes fourth with over 850,000 out-of-school children. Nigeria is projected to have the population of at least 400 million people by the year 2050, making it the world's third most populous country after India and China. If the figure of out-of-school children continues to grow at the current rate, Nigeria may be having at least 40 million children out of school, which is more than the sum of the population of Portugal, Sweden, Switzerland, Qatar, and the United Arab Emirates. It is a source of concern to many.
We already see the realities across various parts of the country today. From the north with the insurgency to the south and the west, we see all kinds of little groups of young people. We see issues of kidnapping and robbery, and that's because lots of young people are idle.
Poverty and not insecurity tops the list of the factors that fuel this challenge, which some have described as a ticking time bomb.
Poverty is a root cause of many problems in the country, in particular education.
Early in 2022, the governor of Lagos State, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, accosted 2 children running errand at a time they should be in school.
How old are you? 12. How old are you? 9.
The majority system of education is another factor some have described as responsible for the high rate of the out-of-school children in the north. Hardly is there any northern state where children who should be under parental care are not thrown into the street to fend for themselves.
The only thing for us is to make efforts and then put heads together so that we can salvage this situation as quickly as possible.
The federal government has owned up to failing to stem the tide of Nigeria's growing rate in out-of-school children.
I came into office with the resolve to remove out-of-school children, and I failed.
In the face of this admittance of failure, what should be the way forward?
If you want to solve the problems in Nigeria on education, both federal government and state government need to dramatically increase their investment in education.
Kaduna State in the northwest seems to now toward that path with the Agile Project for Godchild, a partnership program with the World Bank, and that in addition to other programs meant to take children out of the streets and back to school,
which seeks to provide a conditional cash transfer to adolescent girls in transitional classes of JS1 and SS1. We want our adolescent girls to be enrolled in JS1 and to be retained.
So also is Gombe in the northeast. It is introducing the Goni Sani Sangaya School, which is expected to cater to the educational needs of Amajiri children.
Gombe State Government, under my leadership, aligned with the Federal Ministry of Education through the Universal Basic Education Commission, with the support of the World Bank, to fund this project, which is BESDA, Basic Education and Service Delivery for All.
The Northeast Development Commission has also given assurances of its commitment to tackling the challenge.
For out-of-school children, we have scholarships in place. There is a Safe School Initiative program where we've taken children from the northeast that were out of school and taking them to unity schools in safer parts of the country.
Available data shows that the number of out-of-school children has grown from 10.5 million in 2010 to 13.2 million in 2015. The figure stood at 18.5 million in 2018, and at the moment, UNESCO says there are over 20 million Nigerian children not in school. In a matter of months, another administration will be taking over the reign of affairs of Nigeria. If this trend, which clearly does not hold any good for the country, should be stopped, effort must be intentional, strategic, and sustained. Timothy Crown, Adiribigbe, Channels Television News.